Like, it was actually before that movie. I think she was in, like...
Oh. Magic.
Before we get into this video, I just want you to just watch and listen to everything I say. The previous items, the food delicacies, the meat candies, the morsels that you were just given to observe, to view, they were made on the cheapest possible actual smoker Traeger has. I know they have another product under that, but the Tailgater 20, it's about a $500, depending on where you get it, whatever discounts you get, whatever credit card you use to get cash back, or whatever you do to make the deal sweeter, if you will. You don't need to spend $4,000, $2,000, even $1,000 on a Traeger to achieve optimal, like just the threshold of happiness with your smoke, your pellet smoked food, your product, whatever you're making, whatever cat you're cremating inside of it, it's fine, or whatever dog you're going to taxidermy inside of it, it's fine. Just watch this whole video and you'll see what I'm talking about. Just watch the entire video. I just go into some details of the unboxing of it and just showing it, because we're going to do a lot of content on this. If you want more videos like this, subscribe down below. Just throwing it out there. I don't care what you do. I'm just throwing it out there. What I would like you to do is give this video a thumbs up. But you don't need to. You don't need to. I'm just trying to push the point across that you don't need to buy a $2,000 wood pellet smoker. You don't need to buy a $1,000 one. You could get this if it's just for you and 3 other people. I mean, I'm cooking 10-pound prime ribs on this alone. You don't need any of the crazy stuff. Yeah, does it help? Yes. But if you know what you're doing, and if you're monitoring that internal temperature, most important thing, I know this gets beaten to death. I just wanted to throw it out there for you. Just know that that is all you need. Know how to reverse sear stuff. Know how to pull it out, let it rest, and let things get colder on the inside. And then pop it back in, blazing hot, roast it. Don't be spreading oil all over the inside of this stuff to season it. Oil it up, but wipe it down. You don't want to have a grease fire. Have a fire extinguisher nearby. All these people preaching, you know, how cool their Glock is, but they don't have a freaking fire extinguisher in their house or in the kitchen. What's more likely to happen? Yeah, probably a house fire. What happens more? You cook in the kitchen more versus you have intruders. Keep that in mind. Think. You might be wondering, Matt, why are you in the back of this? Well, it's a beautiful day out and we got some solar lights. Testing out to see whether or not this is the appropriate space to put this. Obviously we have the barbecue pit right there. If I hop in here, which I can just get down, pop this open. Everything's a mess right now, because as you can see, it's all under construction. Company sent it to us and I wanted to check it out. I have a set of lights like this already, so it's actually a good comparison. I gotta replace this windshield. I've got a light right there. These are motion operated, motion sense lights. The cool thing about them is they, you know, the side swivels in, it turns, the other side does the same thing, and then, you know, it moves up and down, the whole panel will rotate. So it'll go in whatever position you want. I did it over there and I did it right there. That'll probably give more light. We have 2 more things inside I'll show you, but first I'll show you the others that I'm comparing these to. We did get a Traeger. I figure I'll probably get a Yoder, you know, for one that's 800 square inches. But for this, the portability is nice. I wanted to see what the deal was with Traeger. I know that a lot of companies have caught up to Traeger. We got the keg charcoal grill here as well. Some couch action. This stuff right here, and we got lots of rocks. Lots of rocks. About 80 tons of stone all the way around, as well as, I don't even want to know what the weight of this is, but it was a decent amount of weight in US dollars. I can say that, sadly. This we just used yesterday. I'll throw some clips in here over it while I talk, but god damn, it was fucking delicious. I can pop this off, actually. I have some copper wire securing it down there. Gonna have to find, I have a bungee I can use, but see if I just pull this apart. A funny story about this, and I'll explain this to you guys too, but most of the video will be the Traeger. So if this isn't in the beginning, maybe I'll put it in the beginning. But check this out. Okay, got the copper wire back here. So this was 520 bucks, right? God, this thing is awesome. I wish I bought one sooner. I'm an idiot for not buying one sooner. I've been dancing on the realm of do I buy the $3,000 one? La, 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 la. I didn't know they had one this cheap. Don't make the same mistake I did. Just buy the cheap one. If you're even considering getting a nicer one, buy the cheaper one. This is me after editing this. What I mean by that is buy the cheap one just to test the waters. I'm not saying the cheap one is better than the more expensive ones. Obviously, they have more perks and features. The cheap one, just to convince yourself that it's worth it, is what I meant. So do that. And this is about a month later after I filmed this stuff and got it. I've been using it every weekend for almost every meal. I do it to cook my meals for when I'm on the go and even cold. This meat is better than if it was hot right out of the oven at a restaurant, right out of the kitchen at a restaurant. It's insane. Again, I didn't discover something new. It's new to me. I am mind blown by how delicious this stuff is. I use Pit Boss classic pellets. I'll list some pellets down below if you're interested, but it's not about that. It's just, get your feet in the water, test it, and monitor that internal temp. Get it to where you want it, whether it be 130, 140, 150, 160, whatever you're cooking, 190. And sear that outside. Get that bark up. This stuff's delicious. On with the video. There's some bullshit in the beginning. A company sent us out some stuff. Let's get it in the sun so you can really see its beauty. 520 bucks, okay? Now here's the thing. Yeah, it was 520. Got on Amazon. So there's a few things going on there. A, I get it shipped in 2 days for free. I get 5% back on my Amazon card, never hold a balance, so 5% off of that. What's that, 25 bucks? I don't know, not even, probably, might be. Oh, it is 25 bucks, okay. So it's $4.95 right there. Without that being noted, maybe I'll list a screenshot or something here so you believe me. I don't think this is correct, I think it's a glitch, but I mean, who knows if no one catches it, whatever, I don't really care. It's a couple bucks anyway. If I got this delivered and free assembly, I was like, you know what, fuck it, I'm busy, I'm doing all this other stuff. Let's get it assembled. I kind of want to see how this works. I have a friend who works for Amazon, and I asked him, and he was curious too, and I'm like, all right, let's try it out. Here's the thing. It took $75. The free assembly took 75 bucks off my entire order. So it made this like 430 bucks or something like that. 440. Minus my cash back and all that. It took a bunch of money off. Assembly guys came here, great dudes. They backed up. I said, just do it on the concrete. They didn't realize that concrete is sharp and unforgiving. And they scratched the fuck out of this when they were putting the legs on. They had it upside down. They were contorting it and twisting it. I didn't know I was gonna have to babysit them. But I'm not bitching, just throwing it out there. The one thing that is kind of irritating is this gouge. It looks a lot worse on camera, I'll admit. Again, kind of avoidable, whatever, I don't care. Like, I'm gonna fuck this thing up anyway. We got the pellets in there. Here's the main problem, is in there. There's a hole right there to the right of my index. In between, they fished this wire up over here. So I'm probably gonna have to take this apart anyway. Again, not really complaining. Wow, that smells good in here. Not really complaining, just pointing that out because, like, it's still cool. I saved money, but we're probably gonna be returning this, right? So just to get another one, I'd rather get another one, put it together myself. It's way too scratched. It's just fucked up. Like, you know, whatever. I know I'm gonna bang it around myself. I'd rather scratch it myself. Is all I am getting at. That is the most concerning part. I don't know if that little plastic piece, because this gets hot as balls if I crank up the heat. I just don't, you know, I don't want to fuck anything up. Plus, this is like bent. This is not yeah, I just want to make sure everything's squared away. And I think that might be kind of negligent if I leave that like that. So I'm just going to return it instead of taking it apart. Just return it and I'll assemble the new one myself. So I go to do that on Amazon, right? And it says replacement or return. I'm like, whatever, I'll just do a return. UPS pickup, that's cool. Dude, the return price was like $590. I think I paid after tax like $470. So I'm getting paid $110. I don't know if this is inflation in full effect, if Amazon's doing that or what. I doubt it. But I'm actually getting and I'll list the shit up here so you can see what I'm talking about. Tell me if I'm wrong. Correct me, please. I don't think I am. I showed this to several people and they're like, yeah, you're getting paid to return that grill. I got it cheaper to have someone assemble it. And now I'm gonna get paid 110 bucks to return it. I'm gonna buy another one. And I mean, what I'll probably do is get the free assembly to save the money again, if that works. And I'm just gonna tell them, yo, just drop it off. I changed my mind. I'll assemble it. I'm gonna give you a good review, don't worry. What? Like how? So now that I have explained that and, you know, drip tray's cool. It'd be cool if that was black. There are black ones you can get online. I'm just kind of a color slut. I like things to match. It's the only thing that's stainless on here, you know, on the exterior. But this thing's great, man. I did some short ribs yesterday. First time cooking short ribs ever. And, it was nice. I wish, like the bigger Yoders, they have that pan on the side where you can sear. I wish I had something like that next to me. I do. I have a grill and whatnot. I just took it inside, threw it on the cast iron, and I seared the fat, rendered that fat a little bit, softened it up a bit, and it made a big difference. Melted like butter, man. One thing I will say, portability, that thing's pretty badass. It's small. It's small. I put center cut steak, a porterhouse, which I haven't even eaten yet, on there. I'm gonna reheat them on here. Reheating instructions for smoking. Let me know if you guys have any secret tips and tricks. I couldn't really get this to work. I think I just didn't have it in enough. It's oily, of course. And then this whole side was stacked with short rib. It was about like $85 worth of food. They also didn't tighten this. It's about $85 worth of food, but man, this was fucking delicious. Pros and cons, just want to throw this out here. This is a Traeger Tailgater 20. Pros and cons, I had some difficulty with that. I think there was operator error. Also, the hopper was good. It fed everything. I wanted to keep everything at 220, you know, the smoke temp. And it looked like it was under 200. So, actually no, it was 210, 205. It was under 200. So it's about 7 degrees off. And it kept feeding the pellets. I would say pump it up about 10 degrees to what you actually want, your desired target temp. I would say pump it up about 10 degrees to your desired target temp, 10 degrees over your target temp, and you'll probably achieve what you want. But that's that. Pretty awesome. Big fan of that. We can walk around this way. You can see the fieldstone that we have. I gotta get all this done. Had a bit of a incident with the plaid. Some wetness. What's up, boys? Oh, I can show you this too. Up here, we have these rope lights, right? Can't really see them. Well, yeah, you can. But right up there, the button for that is on the front, or it's on the back. The other one's on the front. This is a little bit stronger, but I like how that has the button in the front. We'll see. We'll see if I like them, but I'll list them down the link below if you want to get them. It's been great, the motion sensing light. Traeger pellets right there. I ordered just one pack. I got the Pit Boss Traeger. Hey guys, here, get that. Woo! Look at this baby. Dimmable LED bubble lights. You see that? You see that? I'll list all this stuff in the link below. Just kind of giving you guys a little trail along on this build, on the refabrication of some things at this house. So yeah, I'm gonna end the video there. But ultimately, the Traeger, I hope you enjoyed those
delicious clips. Towards the end of that, I did about a 3-hour smoke at 220, got the internal temp to 160, and then I'd say in the last 10 minutes, cranked that thing up to 450. It got up to like 370, and then I basted it with ghee. This ghee, actually, if you want to know, the Calapo ghee. This stuff is a little bit better. It's about twice the price though. $12, 20 bucks. Ghee butter, it's pretty good. I like it more than the unsalted grass-fed butter. Probably gonna crank one of these steaks soon, honestly. Yeah. So, with that said, yeah, enjoy. Catch you later. Give this video a thumbs up if you are into dogs, because I'm pretty into them. They're pretty into you too. My friends, my fellow peasants, have a nice day.